of everything that's going on externally and let your focus be on this internal wellness. When you're ready, breathe in your nose and fill up your belly, then your ribs, and then your heart. And we're going to lift up, take those hands together if you can, go over to a side. Now we're going to start with a little Vinyasa, so it's a movement. As you're ready, your inhale and you're going over. So your breath can tell you when to come up and over. So just nice and easy. We'll do a little Vinyasa movement first before we hold. Wake up that body, another on each side. Breathe in the side that's getting stretched. Now the next time that you're on a side, let your hand come down, take your arm over, let the foot go over, and you can even add rotation as your movement, your Vinyasa. Roll down, rotate up, rotate down, and then find a place that feels really powerful for you. Breathe in. The whole belly, rib, heart area of this side gets your breath in that order if you can, belly, rib, heart. Now inhale and come back up. We're going to put the feet back into their position in neutral, go over to the side. The hand keeps going down. The other foot can come over, warming up already. And then add your rotation in a Vinyasa if you would like. Rotation. Inhale. Good. You're going to be able to find some place or two that feel really good for you. Hold there and breathe into that place. Belly, ribs, upper chest and back is where you're breathing. Inhale. Now as you're ready, gently come back up. The feet are going to be now underneath you. Take a little bit of a back bend here. Now as you exhale, the knees may have to bend on this first one. Bring your hands down. Walk the feet back into the first down dog of the day. Bend one knee and press the other heel down. Bend one knee, press the other heel down. Right and left. Right and left. Now right and left one more time, and then you're going to be lifting up both heels and then lower the heels. And then lift the heels and then lower and then lift. Now leave the heels down and press your hands into the floor. 5, lift up the sit bones. 4, 3, 2, and then on the 1, gently come to your shins and take a cat-cow here, so it's an inhale as you lift and then an exhale as you flex through your spine. And inhale as you lift, your shoulder blades go down the back, your sit bones lift, and then curl. Now one more time, inhale and lift your sternum, lift your tailbone, and then exhale, curl. Now you can keep doing that, or if you care to add on the down dog, up dog articulation, you can come up to down dog. You can lift your heels. You can go lower back focus, middle back focus, and upper back. Breathe in, tuck the chin, upper back, middle back, lower back, heels down. So this is either cat-cow, or you can take this down dog, up dog, spinal articulation. Keep going. I'm just going to adjust this shirt that went down. And so you're lifting up the heels, pushing through the lower back, pushing through the middle back, going into the upper back, and now extension. Open the shoulders, tuck the chin, upper back, middle back, lower back, press the heels, undulate through the spine. Every part of your back gets some attention. Breathe in. Exhale, tuck the chin, push the upper back into flexion, push the middle back into flexion, lower back, and then heels. Hold and rest the shins. Come down to a child's pose. Terrific job. Hello, Cheryl. Glad you came in. Now add the toes curling under. We're going to stretch out those little feet and push your hands into the floor to get those feet a stretch. And then go down to your belly, but if you would care to get a sip, grab a sip as well. And we'll shoot for 8 to 12 ounces today during class. So now your belly is down. The inhale is going to lift us up at first to hover. Now we're in our no hand position, but our back is getting primed or warmed up. So a little movement just because you're breathing. Kind of like that Vini yoga. Now as you're ready, we're going to add on the hands. Press yourself up to your comfortable height. Now we're going to lower down and lift up the thighs this time. Lower the thighs and then lift up the back without your hands, and then let your hands push you up. Maybe even higher because your body's warming up. And then lower, no hands when you don't need them. Lift up your thighs, lift up your torso. Now your hands help you up. Shoulder blades down the back. Elbows point towards the sky. Exhale, lower. Now when you don't need your hands, you're releasing them from the floor. Now your thighs are coming up, hamstrings, glutes. Lower your legs again, lift up your back. Now press your hands into the floor. Hold here. Let's refine the cues. The elbows are pointing down. The shoulder blades are down the back. Notice the neck is in line with the rest of the body. It's not excessively creased up. Now the breath, that powerful breath, is going to add more stretch to this pose. So breathe in your nose, belly, ribs, and especially upper back, upper heart, upper chest. Oh, everyone looks so good. Take an inhale. Lower, we're going to do it again. If you have any low back tension, try turning the toes in. The internal rotation opens up the SI joint. Breathe in. That's one little cue. We've got a lot of cues. If you feel like you need a modification, your hands can be wider or further away from your pelvis. But if you feel like you need more, bring them in. Good. Inhale, love it. Exhale, lower. Now we're going to do this one more time. So if you're warming up and you feel like you want more, your hands can be even closer to you. That's up to you. Good, good, Cheryl. Come up. There's a little abdominal lift as if you have a piece of ice underneath your tummy. The shoulder blades are down the back. The elbows are pointing down. So that's another way to say external rotation of the humerus. Chest is open. Breathe in. Your breath, your inhale facilitates extension. So you may feel like you can increase that extension when you breathe in. All right, here we go. Come down. Big fat child's pose. Push yourself back, and let's add an elbow bend because we did use those triceps on the swan or cobra in Yoga Bhujangasana. Nice. And then when you're ready, just grab a sip. We're going to go right back into some yoga. And press your heels towards the floor, downward dog. Now this time, pick up your left foot and push that right heel down so your right calf gets more stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you're going to put the left foot down and put your right foot on your left heel and get that side more stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now both heels down, and then your bonus add-on is elbows on the floor. So it's dolphin pose, but notice how that gives the calves a little bit more room to stretch. 5, yes, 4, push your arms into the mat. 3, 2. Now both hands push up. You're in down dog again. Step or jump up to your hands. Take an inhale to go halfway up like an L. And then as your blood pressure allows, go all the way up. Go into a back bend. Hands at your heart, Samastitihi. Whew, starting to feel energized in this body. Go out like a V in your legs. 5-pointed star. Take an inhale. A little bit of a heart lift. And then an exhale, float down. If you're feeling tight in the hamstrings, still just bend the knees. Now you're going to be pulling on the floor, so you have a little inner thigh assist of stretching. So hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to take the hands a little bit more underneath your face, bend one knee and bend the other. And you're also welcome to fold your knuckles under if that helps you feel like you're off your wrist some. So all we're doing is a little alternate knee bend. If you want to go a little lower and your body allows, you can. If you need to stay high, do that, but you're going to notice your body will warm up. Yeah, inhale and exhale. Now we're going to stay on a side. It could be that you're about 90 degrees and you hold in your knee, or you could be low. Good, let me get away from the wall. Good. All right, could be wrapping. All right, 5. Ooh, beautiful. Ooh, 4. There you go. 3, 2. Good, enjoy. On the exhale, we're going to go to the other side. Now, your option is to come really low, or you can stay 90 degrees for a modification. If you want to wrap, that left arm's underneath your shin. The right arm comes up and even behind, and you can hold hands with yourself, or you can hold hands to your wrist. Now you're opening up that torso towards the sky rotation. Pull those right toes back for a bonus. Yep, do whatever pose you need. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, open. Exhale, come on back. Really good. Now this time, when you're in this normal leg position, the Prasarita Padottanasana, leave your right hand down. Inhale your left arm up, 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 up. Get as tall as you can, like a big windmill. And you're not really heavy on that bottom arm. It's almost like your top arm's lifting you up more than you're resting on your bottom arm. You're expansive through the upper back. 5. Feel how you rotate a little bit more. 4, as you're here. 3, 2. Inhale. And then your hand comes down, or your knuckles. Inhale, open, 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 windmill. Breathe in, expand. Gorgeous. That looks great. 5. Open. 4. 3. 2. Inhale, open, 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 and then exhale, lower. Now we're going to take our hands to the hip bones, respective hip bones. So inhale, when your blood pressure feels adjusted, go up and even back. Now the elbows can squeeze together. Lift up your heart. 5. Good. 4. Ooh, beautiful. 3, 2. Now reach both arms up. We're going to add on the exhale, come down to Prasarita Padottanasana. Either stay here, or if you can interlace your fingers at your low back and let the arms go over, add that. Otherwise, just leave your hands down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then let your hands down. Walk them out for a hammock pose. Now hammock pose is like down dog with wide legs. So hammock pose. 5, 4, your knees might straighten more if they're not already. 3, 2, now either stay here or add your heels lifting and then go through your back and go into an up dog with wide legs. It's going to feel a little different on the hips than it did, and then go back to this hammock. So this is an option. Lift up, articulate through that lumbar spine. Inhale, good, curl. Enjoy, undulate. You don't get many opportunities in our daily life to use the word undulate, and here's a great one. Your spine is undulating. One more time, up, undulate, articulate, and then come back, heels down. Walk the hands more underneath. Walk the hands to the hip bones. Inhale, come up. Go into a little extension, elbows even squeezed together. You might have the chin tuck to help the neck stay safe. Hands come to the heart. Step or jump back in. Samastitihi. Good. Grab a sip. You did great. That was wonderful. It's a nice little inner thigh hip opener. Did great. We're going to take a little pose for the hamstrings now. I'm just going to turn so it's a little easier to see the whole length. Left foot goes back about 4 to 5 feet deep. The hips are square to the front of the room. Now we'll take 3 shoulder circles in a Vinyasa spirit. It's nice to inhale and help expand the lung capacity and then to find a shoulder release that serves you. It could be interlaced, maybe namaste reverse, or elbows hold, inhale. Shoulders stay open, so we've got that part as we add the hamstrings. Balance pose as well. Breathe in through your nose. Belly, ribs, heart. Breathe into your nose, belly, ribs, heart. Breathe in. Two more. One more. Push your feet into the floor. Go up and even beyond midline. Here's our heart lifting. Here's our arms lifting. Go up. Yep, good catch. Stretch. Hands go to your heart. Shift your weight forward. Samastitihi. Feet are together. Good. Inhale. Going back and land softly. There's this little steering of the right hip forward, left hip back. Take an inhale to go up and behind. So the shoulder circles are as big as you can, as huge as you can. Inhale, catch your fingers or your elbows, some type of shoulder release that serves you or your namaste. Breathe in. Here we go. Exhale, hinge. Whoops. Ooh, neck soft and go forward. So you may notice one leg's a little different. Now we're adding that breath. Breathe into your nose fully, belly, ribs, heart. Notice how you feel. Notice how that hamstring is feeling, how your muscles are working in your favor for balance. We're going to inhale and lift your torso, even into a bit of a back bend here. Heart lifts. Inhale. Your hands are going to come to the heart. And then we're going to land softly, back foot to front foot, Samastitihi. Beautiful. Come on out. We'll grab a sip and then we'll come on back. Good job, guys. I'm going to take an opening 5-pointed star once we return. Lift up the right toes and point them towards the right wall, the ones that your fingers are pointing to, and then reach out. It's a big inhale, it's a stretch. Your body will let you know when you're done, and then your hand can come on down. The left arm can, if you are responsive to Vinyasa, you can take a few circles. You can find out where you want to leave that arm today in the stretch. Up, over, behind. But that'll help gather information and increase the stretch as your body's warming up even more. All right, here we go. 10. Good. 9. Yes, gorgeous. It's like your back, your whole body's up against a wall. 8. Keep rotating your top shoulder open or your top rib cage open. 7, 6, 5. The whole rib cage, the rib cage that's exposed up to the sky is getting your attention. Belly, ribs, heart. 4, 3, 2. You may feel like you're a little more stretched out than when we first got here. Here we go. Push the feet into the floor. You'll come up, pivot, lift. Good, over. Here we go, over. Yeah, soft knee. And then you'll run out of room, and then your hand will be ready to come down. The top arm can add some, as big as you can, ranges of motion. Vinyasa. Even when you're doing the circle, it's even coming behind you. That's the big area we need this stretch, isn't it? So up, and then where do you want to stay? Your rotation, your ribs keep rotating open as if you're against a wall. Could you stay against the wall? Good. Now the breath. Inhale, belly, ribs, upper chest, upper back. So this whole side is really getting your focus. Good. The posture will change as your body opens, so it's not a concrete statue. Now we're going to take another inhale. Get ready. Push your feet into the floor and come up. Now we're pivoting our feet forward, hands to the heart. Step, walk, jump your feet together, however you need. Good. Samastitihi, take a sip. Good job, guys. Take a sip. We're going to do a little Vinyasa down. So an inhale, lift up. Now briefly pass through Utkatasana, and then let your hands down. I'm going to make sure there's enough length behind the body. Okay, when you're down, left foot back. Now you're going to be doing a little Vinyasa inhale and exhale. And so Karen, I took us there from the forward fold. Just take your left foot back. That's going to be easier than going from down dog forward, right? So inhale and exhale. Now you may need to block your hands, you may need to fold your knuckles under, but notice your hamstrings here and your hip flexors. You may be able to go deeper. Now the next time that you're in a hamstring stretch, which also is like a low pyramid, stay there, yeah, and just where you need it. All 4 corners of that front foot are into the floor. You're in a low pyramid. Your right hamstring is getting a stretch. Energize your left leg still though. Back. 10, 9. Keep lifting your sit bones up. Breathe fully. And then bend the right knee. Now you may fold your knuckles under if you're sensitive in your hands, and lift your heart. Sort of like a runner lunge. Yeah, lift your heart, lift your heart. Good. 5. Hold here. We're going to be adding on. Breathe. Open. Now stretch out through that back leg. You're doing great. Your heart's lifted. Inhale. Lower your back leg a little. You can even inhale up. Good. Now you can drop that foot. Good. Inhale, lift. Breathe. 5. Breathe in through your nose, low belly, ribs, then heart gets the breath. So like you're filling up a vase. Now take an inhale. Let your hands come to the floor or the knuckles, whatever. Curl your back toes under. Shift your back leg to the front. Get ready. Switch it up. Here we go. Back leg. Now we're going to do Vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Movement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. How's that hamstring feel? How's that hip flexor feel? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now when you're ready, we're going to take a pyramid pose low, so a hamstring stretch. And you bend this knee if you need more modification. You straighten it if you need more stretch. Steer the right hip forward and the left hip back. Five, 4, 3, 2. Now take an inhale, and you're going to be bending that left knee and lifting your heart. Now the back leg is long, and your heart keeps lifting. Good. Breathe in. Yeah. The hips may lower. The breath definitely goes low. Good. Stretch. Sometimes you can feel that inner hamster, that psoas on the inner right thigh, the back leg. Stretch it like your back heel's trying to touch the wall behind you. Now lower the right shin. We're going to be coming up. You might be able to drop that foot, lift up the arms. Here we go. It's like someone's pulling your spine out of your pelvis. The energy's up, not collapsed in the floor. It's up. Good. Lift up. Breathe low. Good. Oh, nice. 9. Gorgeous. 8. 7. 6. Really low breathing. We want the breath to help our stretch as much as we can. We'll take all the support we can. Now inhale, stretch through your fingers even. They're flat and long and reaching. And then exhale, your hands come down. Your back toes help you. And we're going to be shifting our back leg to the front. Now when your blood pressure is allowing you, come up and go into a bit of a back bend here, standing back bend. Here we go. Exhale, hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Woo. And then let's take a sip and meet back here. Really good. Good. Very good. We're going to be opening up the legs towards 5-pointed star next. Take your right knee over the heel. And you see I'm adding that little Vinyasa here. So you're just sort of observing, is my knee tracking with my second toe, or does it tend to want to fall medially, which is a common pattern. I'm also visually inspecting. So when you're ready, your right knee is going to stay over that ankle. Your torso is still upright and vertical. Here we go, Warrior 2 Virabhadrasana. Now we're going to look over that right hand. Breathe in. Shoulder blades are down the back. You got it. That's it. Yep. And that's it. Your gaze is over that hand. Breathe. Fully belly, rib, sternum, but I'm trying to accent the right and left side of the ribs and the upper back as well. Belly, ribs, chest. Now the front arm can go to your thigh. The top arm can go over your ear or behind your back, or whatever you're working on, whatever you're feeling your need. Your right hand could even go down to the floor. Pretend the body is against a wall behind you. Keep spiraling your top rib cage more open towards the wall behind you. Rotation. 10. In other words, you're not just collapsing chest towards the floor, you're opening. Good. 5. Keep stretching, even through the fingers. 4. Outer heel presses down. 3. Take an inhale. Now exhale your strong leg, your strong body up and back. So it's up and back. Now sometimes you have to make sure this front knee is still over the heel so it doesn't drift inward as your attention's on your upper body. Breathe in, stretch. Good. Make sure you're not thrusting your left hip forward. You've got that left glute. So if you were against a wall, your booty, both booty cheeks would be against that wall. This is really what it would look like, both booty cheeks, because that left hip's going to want to try to thrust forward, but you're in a pure lateral flexion. Stretch, 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 open, open, open. You can almost always do more than you initially think you can, just with the breath. Now inhale, come up, vertical, straighten out. And I'm demonstrating up against the wall just to show that cue that I mean. You may bend your knee a few times. Does it track with your heel? And then second toe and heel, and then let it stay over. So it's about 90 here. Open up the arms. Now we're going to turn our gaze, so our neck rotation. I'm looking at you just to spot your cues, but you can look over your left hand if you'd like. Yeah, that a girl. Okay, drop the shoulder blades. Better. Great. Now that full breath, belly, ribs, upper chest. And we know that right-handed people, we sometimes have trouble with the breathing in the left rib cage. See if you can make sure both sides are opening with your inhale. Now this front arm, it's going to go to your forearm. Your other arm is going to go over your ear most likely. Maybe you want to go a little lower. You move this foam roller out of the way. Imagine your back is against a wall. Imagine I'm pulling your arm. Feel how it gives in a little bit in that cold. Nice, Shireen. Good. 4. Our backs are going to feel so good after today. 3. Our hips. 2. Get ready. Push. Up, up, up. Now it's like you're going over a fence. So up and over. Right hand to the thigh or the calf. Just don't push on the knee itself. This front knee, you might just make sure it's over the ankle. Yep, relax the shoulder. Open the bottom shoulder as well. It's going to try to poke forward, but you can roll that bottom shoulder down the back. That was it. Good, Shireen. Good, Cheryl. Breathing, belly, ribs, upper chest. Belly, ribs, upper chest. Breathing in. Allowing a full breath. There's that left rib cage getting our attention because the left lungs sometimes don't have as good a connection with a right-handed person, so we're giving it to them. Take that inhale. Yeah. On the exhale, come back up. Now you're vertical. We're going to straighten the legs. Samastitihi, step jumper, walk in. Ah, nice job. Grab a sip. Really good. Good. I'd like to open the hips next, and I'm going to be going into a pigeon pose. If that doesn't serve you, a supine right ankle to left thigh is the modification. So your choice. I just want to let you know what's happening. Exhale, come down. Now your hands are going to be to the floor. We're going to do one vinyasa to get there. If you care to join me, your feet go back. You bend the elbows. You take an inhale to open that heart. Exhale to down dog. Now this is where you can make it Either the right leg comes up like a three-legged dog and the right leg comes forward pigeon, or if you care to make it a lying down pigeon, you can be on your supine, figure four. Inhale, and then you may exhale down. That a girl. That's great, guys. Rest here. Now when you're ready, you can come up. Notice how you feel. Ooh, curl those toes if you're in down dog. Come in, or sorry, if you're in pigeon, go into down dog. And then we're going to take the other three-legged dog to prep, and then the pigeon. And then, of course, if you're in a supine, you're switching sides. Good. Inhale, heartless. Exhale. And it's like you're keeping your length in your body as you go down. Good. That a girl. And let your mind just have a soft focus on your breathing / muscles, how the breathing relaxes the muscles, and get rid of everything else. Clear the mind. Give it a time to replenish. We're going to take another inhale, and then as you're ready, you're just gently coming up out of position, maybe taking a down dog here, curl toes, and Karen, I'm going to give you a cue. You can choose which one of these you want. From down dog, you can take a frog posture, which is both shins down, and then you open up the knees wider. The other possibility, if for some reason you didn't want this posture, you can also take a bound angle, either supine or seated. I love this one though, so see how it feels. If you don't feel it, walk your shins or knees out wider. If you feel it in your bones, support your bones with some towels or more mat. Everybody looks good. I love it. And then that head drop makes your hips higher than your low back, which makes your low back get a great decompression here. So it's a lot of going on. Now let gravity help you out by resting, relaxing. While you're in frog pose, your knees might want to go out more if you feel like you have given in, if you can give in to the stretch. You're not forcing anything. Feel your low back decompress. Breathe in through your nose, diaphragmatic breathing. Then the ribs get it, and then the heart, upper chest get the breath. Five, 4, 3, 2, and now when you're ready, just walk forward with your torso. Try to keep your legs like that dog on the living room floor, splayed. Lift up your heart. It may not happen, but just give it a whirl. Good, inhale. And then we're gonna walk the legs in back to our more normal Sphinx or Cobra. Hold here, 5. Inhale, lower down, and then we're gonna hold on to each foot or ankle, bend the knees, hold on, breathe in, lift up. Bow pose is Dhanurasana. And what better way to combat the forward stresses of our day than in a pose that opens up the entire anterior chain or front body and strengthens the entire posterior chain or back body. If you're short on time, this is a great pose to open up the front and get the back strong. Now release, we're gonna do it again, or if you did have one foot only, you get to do the other foot now. Breathe in. Your inhale will facilitate extension. So notice how it's a little easier to come up in your spine with the inhale. Make sure your neck feels like it's in line with your thoracic spine. You're never peering so high up that your neck has excessive tension where the skull meets the cervical spine. Push with your thighs. Feel yourself float up. Breathe in. Exhale, push back, Garbhasana, child's pose. Now your low back gets a stretch. Inhale, rest. Now see if you can come up to your shins, a kneeling pose. Good. If you want to add on, now if you can't, use a yoga block or do high kneel. If you'd like to add on, put your fingers behind you, lift up your hips. Here we go. This is another variation of Ustrasana. So notice how it's opening the front body. That a girl? Yep, that's your goal. Good, inhale. Lift, lift, lift. Yes. Exhale, lower. Now what we're gonna do is pull our toes under. So right here, your feet are stretching. If you keep moving your hips back, you get more foot stretch. If you go up to a high kneel with your heels directly underneath you, you're getting a great foot stretch. If you would like to go into toe crush asana, affectionately called toe crush asana, keep going back. You can again lift your hips. My feet are the focus, although guess what? The shoulders, the chest, the hips are all getting a great opening in this toe crush asana. The feet are so helpful in reducing low back pain. They absorb the shock every time we take a step. Breathe in, lift, lift, lift your heart. Open, open, open that front side and those beautiful feet that do so much for us. And then exhale, come up. Now a child pose, the feet are now flat or top of the feet. Good, inhale. Come back up to your shins. Now this is also a shin stretch. Lift up your right knee or right shin and you've got a right shin stretch. Yep, inhale. Now stay there, I just want to show a modification. Yeah, is that okay, Karen? Or you can put a block. So you're still stretching that tibialis anterior extensor digitorums on the shin. Now the other one, lift up that left shin. Yeah. Good. You feel the top of that ankle. So when you see people shuffle, there's some disconnect going on in the hamstrings and these lower leg muscles and loss of strength in the tibialis anterior, but we're getting those muscles. You want mobile ankles. That should feel better. Now we're going to take a squat posture. So yeah, I just did a frog jump into it, so I'll demonstrate that again. So from kneeling, your hands go to the floor, your feet go on either side. You can add that beautiful hand stretch. So I'm going to just show a few cues with you. You should have an arch underneath each foot. So to verify, I put my finger under each arch. A couple of quarters should be able to fit underneath those arches. Now the palms can add on by going down. If this is too hard, a happy baby lying on your back is good, or a yoga block or two underneath your bootay is good. 5, 4, good. This would be a functional task. Nice. Inhale. Now we're so close, so I'm going to just put your one shin down, one foot on the floor, and then lean forward. Now this is lower body. This is really good. Whenever I see anyone shuffling, it just heightens my wanting to make sure these lower muscles are taken care of. Inhale. Now go to the other. That shin's down, the other foot's up. So Karen, you usually do pretty good with these. So the belly's down, the belly's on top of the thigh, getting some extra attention. Yes, that's it. Getting some extra weight. Pretend that you're getting ready to do a somersault. Your weight's going forward. Yep. There you go. That should feel good. 5, 4, 3, 2, option. I'm just going to show it. Both feet together. Good. Knees wide. Dive through. Feet flat. And then if that's not enough fun, have a seat. Hold on to your feet. Stretch out. So much fun on the floor. Add on. Feet together. Good. Inhale. And then on your exhale, let your feet down. Take an inhale. Make sure you have enough mat behind you. You might even want your pillow handy if you have discomfort when you lie down or your neck's out of place, because you want it in neutral. Now once you're here, knee down twist. This right knee goes down. The right arm can take a few range of motion, sometimes we call this Vinyasa movements, and then leave that right arm, palm up. Left hand is like a paperweight, pulling that or assisting that knee down. Now the breath, the magical breath that you add on. Breathe in through your nose and expand your belly, then your ribs, and then your upper chest or apex of your lungs. So when you're in a different yoga pose, the breath might feel a little different and have different helpful facilitations. Your goal is to breathe fully through the nose, belly, ribs, heart area, equal right and left sides, and also breathe out the nose. Try that during your day. Even when you're doing cardiovascular, see how long you can maintain a breathing in your nose and out your nose. So many health benefits there. All right, try the other side. Now, right leg long. Here we go. Realign the spine. Left knee over. Your right hand is going to assist you. And then let's take that left arm in a few circles, Vinyasa. And then leave that left arm open. So you have this fabulous stretch, upper chest, shoulder, upper back, low back, hip. Now the breath. Breathe in through your nose, belly, rib, heart. 3-dimensional breathing. Take that inhale, and then as you exhale, gently come back. Now realign your spine. Take the feet a little wider than your knees, like a bridge pose but wider, and then drop your inner right knee down. Pick up your left ankle and place it on top, arms up like a field goal post. Breathe in the belly, rib, heart. Breathe in the belly, rib, heart. There she is. Breathe in. Yep, we just lost reception for a moment, but we've got you back now. Good. This is the Tinkerbell pose. Inhale. Now we're going to do the other side. The feet are gently on the floor, a little wider than your hips. Then their inner left knee drops. Pick up your right ankle, lower that down. Yep, that's it, Shireen. You got it. So feel the top of that hip. I also always get a really good low back stretch from my rib to my pelvis, like QL area, quadratus lumborum area. Now the breath adds on. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Karen, this looks like a good one for you today. Yay. Now bring it back, and the hamstring stretch, you can put your right leg in the air and pull it in. If you would prefer to use a Pilates ring or a Dynaband, go for it. Ah, there you go. The other leg's pouring down. You can take it across the midline and accent that outer hamstring. You can take that leg out, inner thigh-ish hamstring. Now we're going to switch the legs. So that one's down, this one's up, and we go into a hamstring stretch on the other leg. And the other leg is getting a psoas opener. So release through both legs. Belly, ribs, heart. Take it across the midline. Out a little bit. Inhale. And then on your exhale, you can release that down. We're going to take a low bridge, so both feet on the floor, curl your low back up, and then hold. You can interlace your fingers underneath your back if you would like. Hips are open. Breathe in fully. And then slowly lower, so your spine is getting one vertebra at a time. A gentle either thigh in or happy baby, whatever you're craving. I like to add a little rock here to soothe the sacrum, the nervous system. And then you can release in a Shavasana, and a Shavasana is another way to let the mind have a total rest and access that breath and the sense of relaxation. Relax your body from your toes. Let your exhale relax your legs. Let your exhale relax your back. Feel your ribs drop. Relax your arms. Relax your throat. And then relax the mind and the face. And then as you're ready, come up to seated. Take your time, and then just go back to that feeling of clarity, of sure-footedness, of a clean slate. You're sort of starting over with a little time out for rejuvenation by focusing on the breath and the body. We're just starting over, clean slate, full battery. And today I'm going to enjoy all the moments I have of clarity and sure-footed. I like knowing that feeling of being solid. So we'll just take a moment to set that intention, to soak in that feeling of clarity, high well-being, sure-footedness, feeling solid, feeling confident and secure in our direction. With so much appreciation, thank you guys so much. I had a great time. I hope you had a wonderful time and that you have a great day. You look so strong and